Been a foreign language teacher all my life. I've taught 5 different foreign languages on various continents for like 44 years. It's a long time. But towards the end of that career, my son was growing older and going out into the mountains all the time on expeditions, and they would come back and tell me all these stories about what they had done, where they had gone, what they had used, the gear, the experience. And I didn't understand any of it. It was a totally foreign language to me. And I'm a foreign language teacher. I don't like not understanding what's going on around me. So I decided to experience it at least once, just to see what it was like, to see what all these words meant. I asked him to take me to the climbing gym. I kind of expected to just go up a half a wall and be happy, and then come home happy and know a little bit about his life and what he was up to out there. But that's not how it played out. I kind of rediscovered, all my love of climbing from when I was a little kid, because I always loved it when I was little. And it was sort of an eye-opener for me. He didn't think anything of it. Obviously, he's a climber. But to me, this was like a big discovery. And then he left. He left on another expedition, and I was on my own. And it took me quite a while, another month or two, to get up the courage to go back to the gym where I knew nothing and I knew no one. I didn't know what to do or how to do it, and had, no experience. It took a lot of talking to myself to get me to do that again. And that was the beginning. El Cap is a monster. El Capitan is 3,200 feet of sheer granite. And if you stand in the valley and look up at it, your gut tells you that you can't climb that. I mean, that's impossible. And yet, people are out there climbing it every day, So I knew it was impossible, and I knew it was possible. And I asked him, you think maybe someday you might lead me up El Cap? I was surprised. He said, yeah, sure, but you have to learn how to jug. And then he left. So I had a yeah, sure. He didn't know what jugging was. So I saw it online. I learned what to do. I got some. I borrowed some at first and found out how to use them. It was a long process. And then I looked up at the wall and thought, 3,200 feet. I realized right away that you can't really train for that in the gym. You have to train for it outdoors. And so I started taking my training outdoors, and I started going to Yosemite. And I worked for 18 weeks. I set up a schedule like you do for a marathon. I set up a training schedule. On the climb that we did, most climbers take 4 to 5 days. We did it in 13 hours. So I didn't realize then how extraordinary that is. And when we got to the top, it was already dark. I couldn't see anything. I could only see that little cone of light from my headlamp. But unfortunately, I couldn't see the view. I didn't get to enjoy being up there as I'd wanted to, because I couldn't see anything, 70 is a milestone. A lot of people I know didn't get to make it to that age, So I was appreciative. I was anticipating, the big milestone birthday, and thinking, what could I do? Something special to celebrate my 70th. And then it hit me. 4 years ago, I did El Cap. Oldest woman to ever do that. Now I'm pretty old. 4 years older. I'm going to be 70. That's old. I wonder if I could still do it. Heck yeah, I could still do it. And this time I could see the view. It was mind-boggling. The first one was a life changer. And this one was too, in a different way. It was more the real experience of doing it myself, getting up there and being able to see everything. Anything you can dream of, that you dream of doing, you can do it. If you just break it down like I do, break it down into baby steps, you can do anything.